Phil here. This is part 2 of the Pavilion dv6, and as you can tell, it's not on the table. That's that computer that I lent from a friend. It's in here. You might ask, well, why is it in here? Well, as you can see, the keyboard is not in it, and there is a bag of screws. So that means that, it doesn't really work right now. It turns on and it works, but there's a keyboard problem. As you can see, this is where the keyboard went. I was really happy about it yesterday when I found it, but whenever I went to go and clean it, as you can see, the keyboard is a lot nicer and clean. Well, it stopped working promptly after. And just to show you guys, this is the way I clean keyboards. I get this old ratty brush, and I get some simple green, and I spray it on this brush here, and then I scrub the keyboard, and then I wipe it off after with a cloth. And that's worked on every single computer. This public right here, it works, but it isn't mine. It's worked on this Sony Vaio, and as you can see, it's still working. But it didn't work on this, and it didn't work on my friend's computer that I also got fixed for him, but it also broke because after I cleaned the keyboard. So I guess a warning to anybody that has an HP consumer computer, not a business computer: do not scrub or wash these keyboards because they break in weird ways. Because I was scrubbing the whole thing down, and after I was done, it didn't work. As you guys saw in the first video, enter worked. As far as I know, I typed those letters and they worked. I'm sorry you guys didn't see them, but it was the password hint from the other video. So I'm pretty bummed out. I still have no computer. The 4 gigs of DDR2 can come in handy for this. I already put them in it, but it only registers 3 gigabytes, which means, well, it's a 32, it has 32-bit DNA, but it's running a 64-bit version of Windows. Otherwise, the 4 gigs RAM and the 320 gig 7200 RPM Western Digital Black Scorpio hard drive is still in it. And this is how it's going to stay, because I can't find a keyboard. I do have all the screws, so I can put it back together. I still think I know how to put it back together. Let me open it. The screen came out really nice, as you can see. The button, it's still got paint worn off, but the buttons still click. It's the graphics card, and it's where the processor is. It's the keyboard, ribbon, DVD drive, a ribbon to the USB ports, the power plug, the L-Tech Lansing speakers, which are pretty nice. It's all a shame because of whatever HP uses to whatever makes this work. I guess we can turn it on. Here, let's do that. I don't really know if it's gonna run without a keyboard, but what's the worst that can happen? It blows up? Well, what am I out? Nothing. Now it's doing that thing it did last time. It still works, but you may give a keyboard error. And I cannot touch enter. So I took the CMOS battery out and did that, but yeah, so rest in peace. It's gonna be broken. And it timed out on the press enter. Will it boot? Now it's giving me the battery error. Yeah, whatever, I don't have the enter key, which would be about, like, right here. It's right here. That weird looking key. There it is. It's booting up. Still with the German Windows. Like I said, I didn't get to do anything with it before it broke. It's still running the German Windows 7 that has that person's password on it. Like, the second after that video ended, I literally got out the cleaning stuff and started cleaning it, and I was gonna start the part 2, but I found out that the keyboard stopped working, and I let it dry out for a full day. Still didn't work. Does this work? Cool, I don't even have it screwed in. So I just pulled out. Yeah, it's a shame. The mouse works. It works amazing now after I cleaned it. There's no problems. It had a weird problem whenever I started doing it, but now it doesn't have a problem. Yeah, that doesn't make any sound. But, it's a shame. I'm still out of computer. So, oh well. It sucks, but it was fun while it lasted. The 5 minutes yesterday, I don't know what to do. There's nothing to do with it, so it'll sit in that drawer with the ProBook and the Raspberry Pi that, well, works, but you don't want to use Raspberry Pi as a computer. We'll just have to say goodbye, so goodbye. Because it's not like you're going to find a keyboard. I already looked. I can't find one. So, it's useless. They keep the charger, though. Got that from an HP 2000. Like I said, they take all the same charger, but I'm going to try one last thing, showering it off, and, like, you know, getting the spray head of the shower and just really trying to break it. Maybe that might fix it. But, I'm really at a loss. I can't find anybody near me that has one of these. So, it's a shame, but that's what this ancient dinosaur from, oh, come on, old hinge from 2007 is. Let me just put in my password. Alright. I mean, yeah, this thing works, it's just, it's ancient. I did install the new Edge, but, yeah, it's version 1507, if you're wondering why that is not right there. Yeah, this is a pretty old version of Windows 10. So, this computer works, but it's not ideal. Half those icons you see, can't even run it. So, yeah, that's a dead computer, and now I have another dead computer. It's kind of just a regular trend around here. Sorry the video is getting long, but yeah, if it does end up working after I spray it, which it probably won't, but if it does, I'll be making a follow-up video. So, for the people that watch this, thank you, I guess. And, so long the HP Pavilion dv6. What a shame.